driver always has a good-looking car and picked up his first feature win in dramatic style. With 880 points, he placed 10th in the Feed Barn Modified Division. Give a round of applause to number 11S, Cameron Scheidler. Cameron couldn't be here tonight. The 9th spot goes to a multi-time champion who can win anywhere. He won this year's Firecracker 50 and features all over the country. With 895 points, driving car number 7, put your hands together for Brad DeYoung.
First of all, I want to let all you know how hard it is. All of you have been there down that road of getting to racetracks back and forth. You got to have somebody there that's always there to help you. My wife couldn't make it tonight, but she is definitely the one that is always there to give me a hand getting anything together. She's not that great with the tools, but as far as getting the rest of the stuff ready to go, she's always there, Johnny on the spot, pushing me to get stuff done. Table number 2 over here, everybody there has always given out a helping hand, especially Shane Bowen, my grandson. The 2 of them traveled with us quite a bit this year, running around, enjoying life, and had a blast actually. As far as racing at different racetracks, it's been a blast, but not being at Shadyhill on Saturday night is kind of odd for me, and it's been a little bit different, but as far as the competition, everybody at Shadyhill has a chance to win. When you go there, you can start towards the back, and it's tough to get back up through just because of the quality of cars that are there compared to a lot of the other racetracks we've been to. Hats off to everybody that we run with. Jamie, congratulations to you. I don't know how to express the words as far as the combination of you and your son both winning championships same year. That's got to be an awesome feeling. Thank you, Billy, Tammy, the racetrack, the crew, for putting on a great race for us whenever we've had our nights when it didn't get rained out or even there was chances of getting stuff in. If it wasn't for you guys of giving us a place to race, we wouldn't be able to do this. Goodacre, all the great photography, and all the fans and everybody that supports us. Thank you.
The 9th spot goes to, a fierce competitor with 902 points grabs our 8th spot, number 11, Roger Cavness. He couldn't be here tonight, but let's give him a hand. This 9-time former champion sat on the pole for the Mystery 100. He is a big fan favorite. Number 21A, Nick Allen, places 7th with 939 points. His father, Randy, is here to accept his award.
Big one.
I know.
Go chase him.
Randy, get back around this way.
Oh, sorry.
No.
They give me a hard time. Hey, I don't know what Nick would say except, Jamie, congratulations on your track championship, and I know it's been a lot of work for him. He's worked hard. He's run a lot of different tracks too, and congratulations to everybody out there. Thank you all. I don't know what else he would say.
This determined young man keeps getting better and better. He has wins in his future. With 1,004 points, he takes the 6th place. Give a round of applause to number 18C, Calvin Corny.
Well, as most of you know, last year at this same banquet, I said I would be going to a street stock. But you know what? My old man told me as soon as we left there that this year was going to be the last year. Well, I told him it was full of shit, but guess what? He said it was, but we'll see what happens next year. But I don't think he's going to do it because I told him he's got to go one more year because that's what I want to do because he didn't get a full season because he spent almost 99% of our winter time and half the spring just to finish my car. There's three people that I would really like to thank the most, and that's the whole Shadyhill crew that's not here. They gave me this car last summer, or 2 summers ago, and I thought, well, hell, I'll never finish. I'll never be on this stage my beginning year. I've spent multiple hours, I can't thank Mikey Struble, David, my dad, Brad, my brother, Cody, Jim, Connor, my sister Haley, my mom, my aunt and uncle. If it wasn't for everybody that helped me, I sure in hell wouldn't be here. And I can tell you, this was not the easiest conversion I thought it would be, I'm glad my dad gave me the opportunity last year to run 3 nights in his car, and I did exceptionally well, I thought. And I can say one thing, when you run beside Brad and Jamie and they tell you, hey, you know what, you held your line, you didn't make anybody screw up or get in the way, that's a pretty goddamn good accomplishment in your first year in a modified. Thank you.
This multi-champion is always blazing fast. With 1,029 points, he places 5th in the feed bar modifieds. Welcome to the stage, number 24C, Kyle Cooper.
I'd like to think a little bit of an innovator in this rules. I came up with the flip-off rule, I guess. I guess you can't flip the tower off. Found that one out. You get parked. Nick, we got the you can pit sometimes and change the tire rules, so we got that now. I was gonna ask Billy, can we use that next year? Because I didn't use mine this year. But no, we'll table this one. I gotta thank, first and foremost, my wife for helping me out, let me do this shit. I was really, really close to retiring, gonna let my kids just take over. And then I think her and Chris came up with a scheme out somehow to get me up. But thanks for putting up with all these late nights, dealing with this. And Chris Kittle, he sponsors a lot of cars out here, does a lot of stuff. Thank you, Chris, for leaving an old washed-up has-been like me. Still got another year, I think, in me. We're going to do it one more year. We're still talking about what we're going to race next year. And we might even do a sprint car or something. But we got something next year we're going to work on. And we had some great sponsors. Billy, Tammy, thank you for everything you guys do. Photographer here, Gun Dinker, thank you for everything you guys do and everybody that helped us. Andrew, my DD tonight, you're going to earn your money, buddy. Thank you.
Our next veteran driver had some bright spots in the season and grabbed a heat race win. A former driver in the ARCA Racing Series, and he was a NASCAR truck crew chief. With a total of 1,076 points, he placed 4th. Let's hear it for number 51T, Tim Walter.
I want your other car back.
It is cold in here. I'm just quite sure about that. First of all, I would like to thank my graphics guy and all the sponsors on the car. this experience. And I just want all of you to know that I was born in a middle-class family. Definitely don't forget how grateful we should be for a track and facility we can call home. Thank you.
This next driver has a great-looking car and is fast in any class. With 1,175 points, third position, goes to a highly competitive racer and an all-around nice guy. Number 88D, Jordan Danford.
I want to thank my wife and my kids for supporting me and letting me work a lot of nights out in the garage with my dad. And I can't do this without mom and dad. They've been there since I was 6 years old when I started racing. I want to thank all the other guys in my class. You know, a lot of us, we some nights disagree, but for the most part, we run each other pretty clean. And I enjoy being able to not have to do body work all the time. You can ask my dad on that. But I got to thank some of my friends that come and help. Joe, he was a big help this year out in the pits with me, and some of the other guys that come in and pop in and out. But hopefully next year we can move up some more and see what happens. Thank you.
With an impressive season run, he's getting closer to victory lane. A total of 1,248 points got him runner-up in the highly competitive Feed Barn Modifieds. Welcome to the stage, number 25S, Jake Strauka.
I wrote some stuff down because I can't remember anything, but I didn't see a single person write anything down, so I'm winging it too.
Going for it?
Not going for it. I had a lot of fun this year. Most of all, thank you to Joe over there. I'd be nothing without him. He does everything. I just get to drive. It's a lot of fun. Thank you to all of our great sponsors. Thank you to Billy and Tammy for giving us a place to race. All the track workers, the tow truck drivers, Randy and Mike in the infield. I see you guys more than I'd like to sometimes. Thank you to John Danford in the back. He's always saving my butt. I think we waited all the way till practice day this year to need him, so always thankful to have him there. Thanks to Good Acre Photography, they do great work. I just got all my Christmas shopping done over there, so that worked out pretty good. Thanks to Mark Van Drunen and Brad Young, people I know I can call when I need a helping hand or just some advice or just need a vent. Thank you to Christina for always keeping us fed over there, and Callie. Thank you to my girlfriend, Callie. She got here towards the end of the year and brought us some good luck. So, thank you for having the Enduro this year. My brother got to run his first ever race. That was really cool. He's been coming out and supporting me for years, and I know he was thrilled to get out there and race with everybody. So, hopefully we can do that again next year. I know the car count wasn't great, but maybe we can build on it. So, thank you. We'll see you next year.
You know, I asked my uncle once how I'd know when it was time to stop. You know what he said? The youngsters will tell you.
NASA Trophy Collection. This is his 5th track championship. He's always up front with great looking race cars every time he hits the track. He's one of the nicest drivers in a very family involved racing team. Please welcome your feed bar modified champion, number 36L, Jamie Lomax.
Alright, so first off, I want to, first and foremost, thank my wife. I've been doing this like, I don't know, who's counting, but like 20 years. Seems like forever. She puts up with this. We've been doing it since the kids were barely walking and been through a whole lot of trying to get all the kids to the track. I mean, she's been through it all. She's put up with all of it, and now it just continues to keep going with Hayden racing. I tried to stop him from racing, but I knew that it wasn't going to work. He told me he went and bought a car first himself. He brought it home. I don't know what he bought. Calvin helped him. I don't know what the hell they were doing. Luckily, we was able to sell that car, and we ended up finding a better deal and got one. And it's been the same car he's had since day one. He's managed to take care of it and does really good, clean racing and stays out of all the trouble the best he can and do an outstanding job. I want to thank all my crew that always is there every week. Danny's back there. He's been with me forever. Kyle, he's not here, but he's been with me forever. My dad, all my kids, anybody that's always been at the shop. We have a problem, everybody shows up. A couple years ago, I lost my main man. But it ain't been the same without him, but we continue to move on. Kind of just want to go into a little bit of history here. This guy did this last night at Kankakee. I kind of just got the idea from it. So with the third generation of racing, my dad started all this. My dad's won 2 track championships back in the Crown Point days. I've won 14 track championships now. And the third generation, Hayden's won 1 track championship. It's kind of just to sit back and look at that. I've never even really thought about looking back at it. But when that guy did that last night, I thought, man, I wonder how many we've won. And it was kind of outstanding to look back and just see the accomplishments that we've made in the 20 years of racing. 22, with my dad racing 2 years winning them. But I want to thank all the other drivers. They're all outstanding to race with. I mean, Shadyhill, you show up there, I've raced, seems like thousands of different tracks throughout my career. And you go to Shadyhill, it's like home. I mean, it's 30 minutes from my house. As Billy said earlier, kind of sometimes gets a bad name. I've been around a lot of tracks and everybody's always Shadyhill this, Shadyhill that. And I drove past this place probably the first 10 years of my racing. And then we finally went there and we raced there. We're like, man, we really like this place. It's nice being close to home. And we've just grown to love this place. It's like a family out there. Everybody's outstanding. The fans, I go to tracks all over. The fan support at Shadyhill is unreal. That's just a prop to Billy, Tammy, everything they do for the racers, the community, and the track. Thank you. All the competitors out here. I mean, the beginning of the year, Brad has picked up tons of speed. Brad had an outstanding year. Congrats to you, Brad. Brad's always a hard, clean racer. But me and Brad, we're both getting old. These young guys, I mean, they're making us work for it. But yeah, at the beginning of the year, that blue 25 car, I don't even know where he come from. Every time I'm racing, he seems to be going past me. I'm like, holy shit, we better pick it up. But no, it's just, these guys all race for respect out here and just have a great time being here. And then it just goes to show too, the picture Billy put up earlier of the concrete wall falling in. I never even knew. I knew the wall fell in, but I didn't know until he just said it that Brad wouldn't fix it, help fix it. I mean, Brad's an outstanding guy, and I know what you say about Brad not being human. He come did the concrete in my house. He did all the concrete. He'd show up and sometimes be 6 in the morning, sometimes be 6 at night. I didn't know when he was coming, but he would be there working. Does an outstanding job. Anybody needs any concrete work? Call Brad for sure. So I got to thank my sponsors. First and foremost, Chris Kittle. Can't see you, but I know he's back there. These lights are blinding me, but he does a whole lot for all the racers, the track. I mean, you see him out there, he's doing roofs at the track. I mean, these guys are all racers at the track that are out helping fix the track. So it just goes to show you the family that's around here. Kittle does outstanding work, his roofing, anybody needs a roof, anybody around, I mean, obviously you see, you follow Facebook, he knocks roofs out day in and day out. I mean, they're kicking ass right now in the roofing industry, so keep up the good work, and can't thank him enough for all the people he supports out here. There's one thing that I can really remember every time that I win out here. And it happens to be Dave. Every time I said that right? Every time I get out of the car in Victory Circle, there's one thing I hear. This is an awful big guy getting out of this car. So I hear that many times, but it's always great to hear him, and he does great at what he does, and thank you again. And what else do I got here? I just want to again thank Billy and Tammy for giving us a place to race, and all the rest of my sponsors, my dad, my mom, they're here, Lomax Trucking, same thing, the rest of the sponsors, they're not around here. And just want to give props again to Hayden. He's my son, so I'm a little biased on that, but I know there was about 4 weeks left, and he was in the points battle all year, back and forth, and I've told him from day one of racing, you don't ever want to get, just from experience, you don't want to get into a points battle. And it seems that he was in a points battle, so he's at home thinking about it, day in and day out. And I try to tell him, don't worry about it, you just race your race, and the points will fall how they fall. So with about 4 races left, he was out there in his heat race racing, and he had a part failure, the trailing arm mount ripped off the frame, and he was done for the night. He was leading the points by maybe 10 points at that time, so with not even making the feature or the show, he was down 40 points going in. So he already had a mindset after that he wasn't no shot no more winning the points. He didn't have a chance, and I just kept trying to keep him positive and told him, there's always a chance, it doesn't matter. I mean, you know that he could have a problem next week and you could be in the same situation. Just go race your race. And that's what he did. He got to the grind and just kept doing the best he could, working on the car, trying to keep it ready, and completed the rest of the races and ended up getting it done by 1 point. And I couldn't even really be excited because I didn't even know. So at that point I was trying to count cars and count passing points and trying to figure it all in my head and compute if he won or not when the checkered flag flew. In my head, he lost by 3 points. So I had to go race my feature after that. So then I'm out there racing, he's at the fence, and usually he's flagging me. And he's over there giving me a thumbs up. I know I'm not winning the race or nothing, so I don't know why he's giving me a thumbs up. But come to find out, he was trying to tell me that he won the points. but I didn't even know it. So when I come in, he told me, and it didn't even matter where I finished or not. I was just so happy for him, and it was just outstanding that we both was able to win the points at the same track in the same year. But like I said, it just goes out to everybody. I mean, Shadyhill's a great facility. Everybody out here races clean. Everybody has a good time, and just keep that going. And I don't know what the year brings me for next year. I may be back. I may not. We'll see. But Hayden will be back. I'll be supporting him. I'll be supporting the track. Thank you.